I definitely wasn't always a runner. I always hated running. I played sports. I was always active. Hockey and baseball were my two main sports growing up. But once I was done playing sports in high school, I was in college and I just felt kind of lost without having team sports and, some practice to show up to every day. And I would like go to the gym and kind of like lackluster, lift some weights, didn't really have any intention with it. I was partying a lot, drinking, just like the typical college student. And I was
Sure.
like, I feel like I'm missing something. And then I was listening to a Rogan podcast, heard this guy, David Goggins, on there talk about his story of running 100 miles without training on like a 24-hour notice. And I'm like, that's crazy. Like, what if I could do that? Like, what if I got into this endurance thing? It just seemed like this, hearing Goggins specifically talk about using running and endurance sports as a way to like explore your consciousness or explore your human potential, it was just so fascinating to me. And so I started running just a mile a day. I would go out and run as hard as I absolutely could. I'd just try and set a new PR in the mile every day, basically, which is not the most ideal way to train, obviously. And after about a year or two of doing that, I was like, okay, if I want to run further than a mile or two, I probably need to learn more about running, maybe slow down a little bit. So I started slowly listening to podcasts, absorbing some more information about running. This was all back in like 2018 was when I first got into it. So what is that, 6 years ago, 5 years ago?